Okay, we're recording. So we're going to begin in standing today, really focusing on grounding and rooting ourselves. And the whole world has kind of gone crazy, so we're going to work a little bit on inversions, which is in yoga, we work a lot on shifting our perspective. And sometimes that means turning our whole world upside down. So make sure you have a wall that you can practice on, okay? Try to find a wall. Okay. We're going to start in standing in Tadasana. Close the eyes. This is our beginning, our centering. And feel your feet pressing firmly into the ground. Close the eyes. Just begin to take a few deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders back and down. Lift the chest. And I want you to really reach through the fingertips. So you feel the fingertips really pressing down towards the ground. Move the shoulder blades into the body. And press the feet firmly into the earth. So feel the connection of your feet on the ground. And feel the fact that when we press down into the ground, we can also lengthen through the crown of the head. So we root in order to lift, to lengthen. So feel that connection downward. From that downward pressure, we're going to lift through the crown of the head, open the chest, and take a few deep breaths. Try to extend the exhalation. So inhale for 3. And then exhale for 4 or 5. Inhale for 3 or 4. And exhale for 4 or 5. We'll take a few more breaths like this. Inhale. Exhale. And then move the hands alongside the ears. We're going to gather our minds. Let's collect our thoughts for a moment. Let's try to get out of our heads a little bit for this practice today and practice more from the heart. So we'll inhale. Exhale, gather the mind. Come back to the heart. And with the hands at the heart, I want you for a moment to take into account something that just a memory, a feeling, a place in nature, a pet, a food, something that gives you a sense of peace, grounding, something that feels good. So think about that one thing. Bring that into your mind and notice the sensations you have in your body. It can be the sea. It can be a moment where you felt totally connected and peaceful with yourself. And then bow the chin to the heart. Lift the chin up. Release the hands. And open the eyes. Good. Take your strap. We're going to take our strap behind the back. Place the hands in the strap. Reach through the fingertips. And we're going to pull the strap apart. Okay, we're starting to open the chest here. So reach the fingertips down towards the floor. Pull the strap apart and lift the chest. And start to feel the upper back working. I want to feel like you're going to break the strap. Now try not to take it too far back. Keep it close to the body. Rather go down and out. Not so much up, but down and out, and keep the shoulders back and the chest lifted. And then release that. And come to the wall. Take your right hand on the wall. Come into a pec stretch. Take the left hand on the rib cage. Inhale. And then exhale, just gently draw the rib cage forward. Roll the right shoulder back, open the chest. And watch that you're rolling your right shoulder back and down, back and down. The fingertips should be at shoulder height. Left hand on the right rib cage, inhale. And exhale, see if you can feel a gentle twist of the rib cage away from the wall. Small movement. We want to feel a nice opening through the pecs. We're going to work a lot on our shoulders today and chest. A couple more breaths here. And then release, switch sides. Take the left arm on the wall, right hand on the rib cage. Fingertips on the wall. So it's not your hand flat, it's your fingertips on the wall. We'll inhale. And exhale, gently rotate the rib cage away from the wall, open the chest. A couple more breaths here, really feeling the rotation of the rib cage away from the shoulder. Rolling the left shoulder back and down, and feeling a nice stretch anywhere through the shoulder, front of the arm, maybe into the hand, maybe into the wrist. And then come up. One more thing to open the shoulders before we begin our sun salutation. You'll take your strap, take the strap over the right wrist. Take the right arm up, left arm behind the back, Gomukhasana, feet hips distance, round the feet. And then roll the left shoulder back and down. So focus on the left shoulder, rolling back and down. Move the left shoulder blade towards the spine and the right shoulder blade away from the spine. All right, now one thing you have to look here is not to arch your back. So we want to bring the weight back in the heels, bring the ribs back and lift the belly. So really focus on opening the chest, not collapsing into the low back. Couple more breaths. Roll the left shoulder back and down. Inhale. And exhale, belly in and up. Belly towards the spine. Weight in the heels. 2 more breaths. And then release that. And then switch sides. So the strap goes over the left wrist. Left arm up, right arm behind the back. Roll the right shoulder back and down. Feet pressed down into the ground firmly. Tadasana legs, roll the right shoulder back, left elbow up. And then again, come back to shifting some weight to the back body. Back of the heels. The head can press back into the forearm. Lift in the belly, shoulders relaxed. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and up. Okay, let's release that. Come to the front of your mat. Going to begin the sun salutations. Feet forward, hands at the heart. Inhale, take the arms up. We'll go slow. Exhale, Uttanasana fold. First one, so it's okay to bend the knees. Relax the head and inhale, open the chest. Hold here, roll the shoulders back, take the chest forward. Feel a nice opening through the front of the chest, shoulder blades away from the ears. Bring the hands down to the floor, step back into plank and hold. Okay, holding in plank. Here, we want to start to learn about our serratus anterior, so we're going to push the hands into the floor and spread the shoulder blades wide. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Good, look straight ahead. Keep the neck in neutral, hold. If this is too much, you're okay to drop the knees to the floor, okay? You want to feel the work in the arms, not in the low back, no pain in the low back. Here, you can either drop your knees to the floor, keep your legs straight, roll the shoulders back, and bend the elbows, chaturanga, come down all the way onto your belly. Look the toes over. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. All fours. Uttanasana, downward dog. And lift the chest. So for this one, the first one, bend the knees and press the index finger mound into the floor and open the chest, open the chest. Start to feel the shoulder blades moving away from the ears. So keep the knees bent, open the chest. Look forward, step the feet forward, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, and come all the way up. Hands to the heart. Again, inhale, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the chest. So fingers can be on the floor or on the shins, but keep your legs straight and figure out, where can I open my chest here? How can I get my shoulders away from the ears? Just feel that movement of the shoulder blades away from the ears. Good, step back into plank. Hold, push the hands firmly into the ground, spread the shoulder blades wide. So you want to fill up your upper back. You don't want to collapse in the upper back. You want to push, spread the shoulder blades, and really fill up that area between the shoulder blades. Keep the legs straight, make sure the buttocks don't come up. So everything in one line. Again, to modify, you can drop the knees to the floor. Shoulders back, elbows in, calm down with the chest open all the way onto your belly. Press all 5 toes, especially the pinky toe, down into the ground. Inhale, Cobra. Shoulders back, chest open. It's like you're pulling your spine forward, opening the heart. Exhale, down dog with the knees bent. Spread the fingers wide. Bend the knees. Push the index finger mound into the floor and open the chest. Move the shoulder blades apart. So we don't want to crunch in the neck. You want to feel like your shoulder blades are spreading wide. And now move the thoracic spine, the upper back, into the bottom, towards the chest. Chest towards the thighs. Now, if you can start to straighten the legs here. However, don't lose the opening in the chest. And then step the feet forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to the center. Again, inhale up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, open the chest. Step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, come down, bend the elbows all the way down onto the belly. And inhale, Cobra. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows in, and pull the mat towards you with your hands. So you're pulling the mat back and taking the chest forward enough. Open the chest, feel the heart opening here. Relax the forehead. And then downward dog. Uttanasana. Knees can be bent here as long as the chest is opening, shoulders spread. Look forward, step the feet, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. All the way up. And hands to the heart. One more time, together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. Step the feet back. One breath, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really ground through the index finger mound. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Lift the sitting bones, bring the heels down. Look between the hands, step the feet forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up. And hands to the heart. Take your strap, take it around the ankles. So you want to have your strap around the ankles. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can use a scarf or something like that. You want to feel resistant on the feet and legs. You want to stick the buttocks back into Utkatasana. So you're pushing the heels out. We're going to sit back, hips back, arms forward, shoulders back into the spine. And then if that feels okay on your shoulders, you can take your arms up a little higher. If it hurts the shoulders, just keep your arms here and push out. Okay, we're working the outer hips, gluteus medius here. Push the thighs out, shoulders back, Utkatasana, hold, hold, hold. Arms can come up for a moment. You should feel that in the outer thighs, outer hips. And then again, let's come down. Now watch that you're not overarching your back like this, and you're also not tucking. You want to find something in between the two. So we make the tailbone heavy, but there should be a nice curve in your low back. And then lift the belly on the exhale, arms up. Sit back, lift up, push out into the straps. Hold, hold, hold. And then come up slowly. Take the strap off the legs. Left heel comes up the wall. Right leg comes forward, warrior one. And take the arms up. So if you have a strap, you can use your strap. You want to push out into the strap, come down low, reach up and pull out. Good. Inhale, exhale, straighten the back leg. Start to feel the opening in the front of the left thigh, the hip flexors. Good. One more breath. And release down. Step the feet forward. Step the right leg back. Left leg forward. Good. Calm down. Reach up through the fingertips. Pull the strap apart. Press the heel into the wall. Open the chest. Shoulders away from the ears. Push out, push out. Lengthen the sides of the waist. And then release. Whew, good. Now we're going to put it together into Sun Salutation B. So Utkatasana, no props. We'll bend down. Come into a squat. Take the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Step back. Okay, plank, chaturanga, cobra, downward facing dog. And now hold here for a moment. Open the chest. Take the right leg up and reach it towards the sky. And here we want to drop the right outer hip down towards the floor. Hold. Now bring the right leg all the way through. Turn the left toes out. And Virabhadrasana 1. Press the back heel down, lift the chest, open the heart. Relax the upper trapezius. And we're going to flow through again. If this gets to be too much on the arms, it's really fine to just come into child's pose and take a break here, okay? So, let's go. Hands down, plank, push up, cobra, downward facing dog, Left leg up. And watch that your hip doesn't open. We want to draw the left hip down. Toes pointing down towards the floor. Now open the chest, open the chest. And step that left leg all the way through. Turn the right toes out. Push the feet into the ground and come up. Virabhadrasana 1. Couple of breaths here, and then we'll start to move a little quicker. Bring the hands down, step the right leg forward, fold, bend the knees, Utkatasana, lift the chest. And then hands to the heart. Take a few breaths here, close the eyes, take the arms by the side, Tadasana. Slow the breathing down. Reach through the fingertips, lift the chest. And now we're going to move a little faster, same sequence, 1 breath per movement. Okay, feel free to take your time. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Inhale. Arms up. Arms up. Bend the knees, sit back. Exhale, fold. Lift the chest. Step back into plank. Shoulders back, Chaturanga. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Take the right leg all the way through. Turn the left toes out. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 1. Back through the sequence. Push up, plank, Bhujangasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, left leg up, all the way through, right toes out, Virabhadrasana 1. Hands down, step back, Bhujangasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hold here for 5 breaths. Again, bending the knees and opening the chest. Shoulders spread wide. Look forward, step the feet. Lift the chest, open the heart, exhale, fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, arms up. And then hands to the heart. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. The whole sequence. Utkatasana. Uttanasana. Lift the chest, open the heart. Step back, plank. Chaturanga. Bhujangasana, Cobra. Kendravamabhitamata, Downward Dog. Right leg up. All the way through. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Hands down. And again, plank. Push up. Cobra. Downward dog. Left leg up. All the way through. Turn the right toes out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Hold in down dog for 5 breaths. Again, bend the knees, open the chest, and then start to straighten the legs. So keep the chest open, shoulder blades wide. Look forward, step the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Utkatasana. And hands to the heart. And take a few deep breaths here. Reach the arms down, lift the chest. And I want you to feel, especially for the next few poses, the shoulder blades moving into the body. So we want to feel the lower borders of the shoulder blades moving in, which creates a little bit of an opening of the chest. So the shoulder blades are here. We want to feel that the lower border is sort of coming in and forward. Okay, find that in Tadasana, a couple breaths here. Just feeling the lower borders of the shoulder blades moving into the body and how that lifts the sternum and the chest. Good. You're going to take your block. We're going to come into Trikonasana. Heel against the wall, right leg forward. Have the block behind the right leg. Inhale. Lift the quads, roll the thigh out. Exhale, come down. And our focus here is to press the hand down into the block. If you don't have a block, you can push your hand into your shin bone. But as you push down, I want you to move your right shoulder blade into the body, and the left shoulder blade also moves into the body. So the chest is opening here. And the opening doesn't come from the low back, it comes from the upper back. Okay, the back heel is grounded, that keeps our low back in line. Lift the belly, and now shoulders away from the ears and open the chest. Couple more breaths here. Come up slowly. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out, and then switch. Left leg forward, right leg back. Okay, so we want to keep the spine, the lower back in a neutral position, but we want to focus on opening the chest without dumping into the low back. Inhale, legs strong. Exhale, come down, press the left hand into the block, right hand up. Draw the left shoulder blade into the body, right shoulder blade into the body. Don't take the arm back, keep the arm straight up. So you want everything in one line. The hand pressing down, reaching up, opening the chest. And then come up. Turn the left toes in, step the feet together. Good. So we're going to do the same pose, this time with the strap, okay? So we're going to take the strap around the wrist. Right leg forward, left leg back. Reach through the fingertips. So here, we're going to reach the fingers away from the head, okay? The arms are not coming away from the body, rather they're moving away from the head. And we're going to come into Trikonasana, rolling the shoulders back and reaching through the fingertips. Open the chest. Open the chest here. Good. Keep pulling the strap apart. And then lift the chest, turn the right toes in, step the feet together, and take the left toes out and right toes. Nope, left toes out, right toes turn in. Back heel is against the wall. This is your anchor, the back heel pressing into the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can just push your back heel into the ground. Okay, let's take the body over to the side. Reach through the fingertips. Open the heart. Keep the chest open. Really ground through that back outer heel and lengthen through the crown of the head as you move your shoulder blades away from the ears. And then lift the belly on the exhale. And then push the feet into the ground and come up slowly and step the feet together. Trikonasana. Now, that heel can be against the wall. Right leg forward. And the strap is still here around the wrists. Okay? So have your right foot in front of you, back heel on the wall. Reach through the fingertips and come forward, halfway. Parsvottanasana, we want to roll the shoulders back, take the fingertips away from the ears, and take the chest forward. And here, watch that the right hip is moving back, left hip coming forward. And then shoulders away from the ears. Pull out into the straps. Activate your upper body. Hold. This is also good for the core. Okay? If it hurts your back at all, it's important that you have your hands on a wall. I'm going to show you the option to stay where you are. You can have your hands on the wall and do it like this. Okay? Come up slowly. And take the other leg forward. Left leg forward, right leg back. Hands come into the straps. And then lengthen the spine. So before you come down, roll the shoulders back and go slowly and lead from the chest. Don't be in a rush. Draw the left outer hip back, right hip forward, and then reach your fingertips away from your head, not up, but more towards the wall behind you. Open the chest, a couple more breaths. And then come up slowly. Okay. Let's all bring our hands to the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can use the strap and do the same thing again. But we're going to have our hands on the wall, right leg forward, left leg back. Push the hands firmly into the wall and draw the hips back. And we want to use the wall to push the hands in and then open the chest. And melt the heart towards the floor, but keep the belly lifted. And then switch legs. Take the left leg forward and the right leg back. So hands will press against the wall. Push the hands into the wall. Draw the left hip back. Draw the right hip forward. Push, push, push. Open the chest, melt the heart, keep the legs strong. And then come up. Okay, so I'm going to show you by turning my mat sideways what we're going to do. You'll need a block, Parsvakonasana. So the legs are going to be wide, and I want you to measure so that when you come down into this pose, the knee is right over the ankle. So it's a bit wider than usual. And your block will come at any height in front of your right foot. Okay, so I'll demonstrate and then we'll do it. You'll bend the knee, bring the hand onto the block. And what we're working on is pushing the arm back into the thigh. So we want to push the arm back into the thigh, open the chest. Take the left hand on the hip, and then bring the arm overhead and open the chest. Okay? So let's go. Bend the knee, reach the hand down, and then rotate the right side back. Right sitting bone forward. Okay, push your hand back into your thigh, and then take the arm overhead. This will cause more opening through the chest. So every time you push your back heel into the ground, you push your right hand into the block, you use your arm to open the chest, shoulder blades into the body. And then come up, and you can switch legs, either turn around, left leg forward, right leg back. Have the block in front of the left foot. Okay, so it's important that we're not just pushing the leg back, but rather you're rolling the thigh out. You're doing the work to open the front of the hip, take the sitting bone forward, and then this arm will help. You don't want to let your knee come forward or your butt stick out. So again, let's come down, hand on the block. Make sure you're rotating the upper thigh bone out, sitting bone forward, take the arm overhead. Reach through the fingertips. And then lots of weight in the back heel. We want to feel a lot of pressure into the back heel so all the weight doesn't fall forward. And then open the chest, push the arm back. Shoulder blades move into the body. And then we'll come up slowly. Okay, turn the toes in. So we're gonna come into Parivrtta Trikonasana. We'll take the block, right leg forward, left leg back. The block can be on the outside of the right leg. We're gonna move in and out of this quickly. It's more to warm up the chest and the shoulders. So take the right hand on your tailbone. Right leg is forward, left arm up. Draw the tailbone away from the head. Inhale. As you exhale, reach the fingertips forward. Bring the hands onto the block. Move the block a little bit forward so it's in front of your pinky toe. And then lengthen the spine. And then rotate the chest open. Keep your hand on your sacrum. So we're rolling the right shoulder back, taking the heart forward, and opening the chest. Okay, stay there. Most of the work should be in the upper back. So you want to feel that the rotation is not coming so much from the lumbar, but more from the thoracic spine. Here. Come up. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out. So now we have our left leg forward, right foot turned out, left hand on the sacrum, right arm up. With the left hand, move the tailbone, move the sacrum away from the ears. And then lengthen. So you're moving your tailbone away from your fingertips, lengthening the spine. Then bring the hand down. Bring the block a little bit forward so the spine stays long. And then lengthen through the crown of the head and rotate the chest. Roll the left shoulder back. And then come up, step forward, and come up. Good. Okay. You guys all have blocks. Hopefully you have a block or something. Even a book will work. You can have your hands on the block. What we're going to do is we're going to take our elbows on the wall, walk the feet back, and we're going to just start to melt the heart towards the floor. So keep the head lifted and start to move the heart down towards the floor. So the arms are like this. You're pushing into the block, pushing the forearms into the wall. Good. Open the chest. Think about the upper back moving into the body. A few more breaths, really getting into the shoulders. And then walk the feet forward and come up slowly. Okay. So we're going to warm up also our serratus anterior muscle to prepare for our inversions or arm balances, okay? So we're going to have our hands like this at the wall, and we're going to do little yogic push-ups, which means we're going to melt the heart towards the wall, and then push the hands into the wall and spread the shoulder blades wide, okay? So watch. I'm going to come to the wall. The feet can come back, elbows press into the wall. Arms press into the wall. Inhale, melt the heart. Exhale, push the forearms into the wall. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. A few more like this. Warming up the shoulders. One more. Shake it out. So if that was challenging, then you want to do that on the wall again. We're going to move into plank, forearm plank, and do the same thing. So serratus push-ups on the floor. If it's too much on your low back, stay on the wall or drop your knees to the ground. Okay, so forearm plank, everything in one line. Inhale, relax the upper back. Shoulder blades move towards each other. Exhale, push the outer edge of the arm, the wrist, the hands into the ground and spread the shoulder blades. Inhale, relax. Exhale, push. Keep the head in neutral. And let's take 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come to the knees. Take the knees wide, sit back, walk the fingertips forward. And here you want to engage the arms. So you do want to activate the arms. So lift your triceps, stretch the fingertips forward. Walk your hands to the right. Get a nice side stretch on the left. Walk the hands to the other side. Okay, one more set of yogi push-ups. We're getting there. Inhale. Melt the heart. Exhale, push and spread. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And the knees, child's pose. Okay. Good. Let's come up slowly. Okay, so we're going to work on our inversion. Make sure your mat is against the wall. Okay, if at any point this doesn't feel right for you, you can always practice half downward facing dog, opening the chest, or half Parsvottanasana. Okay, we're going to come into a handstand. We're going to measure. So you're going to sit against the wall and bring your feet forward. And then wherever your heels are, that's where you want the palms of the hands to be. So look at where your heels are and then bring the palms of the hands there. And we're going to come into a 90-90 position. Okay, so we're going to walk the feet up first and then walk the feet down the wall. So you're about 90 degrees. Push the hands into the wall and straighten the spine. And hold. If this is too much, you're also welcome to take your legs higher. It's a little bit easier with the legs up, okay, than 90 degrees. And then come down. And come into Uttanasana. So legs wide, toes turn in. Come on the fingertips, come into a forward bend. Okay. I'm going to do that again. The key here is to use those muscles that we've been working on. So when your hands are here overhead and you push your hands into the floor, you want to feel that your shoulder blades are spreading apart. They're widening. Okay, so there's no tension in the neck. The upper back muscles are working. The serratus anterior is working. So one more time. 5 breaths. Half handstand. Measure. Walk the feet up the wall, and then bring the feet down. Push the feet against the wall, lift the chest. Open the heart. And then release down. And again, Uttanasana, feet wide, toes slightly turned in. Lengthen the spine, relax the head and neck. And take the arms back behind you, roll the shoulder blades back, and then come up with a nice straight spine. Okay, so now we're going to play with kicking up. I'm going to show you a few variations, okay? You're going to come into down dog with the hands a few inches away from the wall. Left leg will come forward and the right leg will go up. And we're going to just work the beginning on kicking and lifting. So just pushing up with the left leg. The left leg is bent, the right leg is straight. And if you can, we'll hop all the way up into handstand. Bring the feet together. Push the hands firmly into the ground and spread the shoulder blades wide. The key is really lifting with your legs. So use the strength in the legs. Okay, let's do it. I'm watching you. So bend the left leg, that's it, and just hop. Hop up. Walk the left leg a little bit forward. And then if you want to, you can switch legs. You can try both legs. There's always one that's easier than the other. It's enough? Okay. I can only see two of you, so see if you're trying it. Hold it. As you do your handstand, push your hands into the ground. Spread your shoulder blades wide on your back. So shoulder blades are spreading wide apart. Hold for 5 breaths. If you've had enough, come into child's pose and rest. Good. Legs together. And push up with your legs. Use the strength in the legs. Watch that you're not bananaing your back or overarching your low back, so bring your ribs into the body. Okay, so after we've done it a few times, maybe give me a thumbs up that you're done. Okay, one tip, if it's easy for you to kick up with one leg, practice kicking up with the opposite leg. Okay, so if the right leg is easy, start to work on the left leg. It might be a little bit harder, right? Keep pushing, do the second leg. And if you've had enough, again, come into either downward dog or child's pose. Okay, good. So let's come together. Take a few deep breaths in child's pose. Okay, we're going to work on the foundations of headstand. Now, you don't have to practice headstand. It's not for everyone, especially if you have neck injuries. But we're going to work on the strength in the arms regardless, okay? So either you're going to come into headstand or we're going to work with the hands on the ground like we did in a plank, but you'll walk your feet in a little bit and we're going to come into a dolphin pose, back and forward. So we're going to do this, back and forward a few times, okay? So if you're not doing headstand, you're going to do a few sets of moving in and out of dolphin. Okay, if you're going to do headstand, you want to make sure that the weight, okay, take your hand on the top of your head. You want to find your anterior fontanelle. So you're going to feel this bump and go right in front of that bump on the head and you'll feel a little dip. That's where we want the pressure, okay, on the fontanelle. And the most important thing is that when our hands are here, that the entire forearm is pressing firmly into the ground and the shoulder blades are spreading. That will take the pressure off the neck. Pressure off the neck, okay? So it's the same action we did in our serratus push-ups. So watch me. We'll do it against the wall or you'll do the push-up variation. Hands will come against the wall. Thumb mounds on the back of the head. and come up. And just push your hands into the ground so that your head can come off the ground. Okay? And if that feels okay, we'll kick the legs up. Push the forearms down. So you can push really hard so that almost the head comes off the ground. That's how hard you should press. Shoulder blades spread, legs together. Good. Hold for a few breaths. We won't stay long. Lots of energy in the arms to take the weight off the head. And then come down slowly. And come into child's pose right away. Excuse me. Okay, then we're going to come forward. Come up here onto your mats again. We'll have the fingers pointing straight ahead. Bend the elbows. Squeeze the elbows in. Okay, so bend the elbows, roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the chest. And we're going to do this in a few stages. We're going to bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows together, and lift the chest. You should feel a nice opening in the shoulders. Keep the head and neck relaxed, looking down at your chest. Bend the elbows, squeeze in, lift, bend, squeeze, lift, bend, squeeze, lift, and squeeze, and lift. Good. You're going to still take your strap, lie on your back, and tuck the knees into the chest. You can rock a little side to side. Good. I'm going to move my mat sideways so you can see me better. We're going to come into Setu Bandha, Sarvangasana. So walk the feet back, lift the hips up. If you have a ponytail, you can sort of take the ponytail out. Lift up and take your hands in the strap. So you want to bring the hands into the strap, roll the shoulders underneath, roll them underneath, reach through the fingertips, pull the strap apart, and lift the chest. Our focus is really using the legs and using the strap to open the chest. So you want to feel your upper arm bones rolling out and down towards the floor. Come down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Let's do one more like this. Walk the feet back a little bit more. Push the feet down into the ground. Lift the chest. Pull the strap apart. Roll the shoulders open. Focus on the chest moving towards the chin, not the chin towards the chest. Chest towards the chin, thighs up. And then pull out into the strap. Open the heart. And come down. Good. Supta Parangusthasana, right leg up. You can use your hands on the strap. You can have one hand in the strap. Keep your shoulders open. So I want you to draw the shoulder blades down into the ground. Pushing up through the big toe mound, pushing out through the left big toe mound as well. And focus on chest open. And then switch sides. Take the left leg up. Supta Parangusthasana. Push out through the right heel. Lift the chest, shoulders back. The chest, heart open. Slow the breathing. And then release down. Shavasana. If you'd like, if you have a bolster or blanket, It's nice to roll up the blanket and put it under the legs. Okay, we did a lot of work today. So let the shoulders relax down. Open the chest. Backs of the hands on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Just become heavy and melt into the ground. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you want. We're going to gently come out and bend the knees one at a time. And over to your right side and just rest there. Hugging the knees into the chest. Come up to seated. Take a moment to notice the quality of your mind. Noticing if there's any change from the beginning of your practice until now. Maybe a shifted perspective, going upside down. Also a little more calmness in the mind. Chest open, bring the hands to the heart. Namaste. Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye-bye.